Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really calm starting this off, and I'm probably gonna have to take a break in order to come back and produce something a bit more constructive. But I'm gonna start this off with just saying my girl really pissed me the fuck off. Like, just really annoyed me, dog. I'm just being real. So, me and her were talking about going to a hotel, and we just spend the whole day together. We have fun. We do brunch Sunday morning, and boom, I take her home. That's it. That's all. But her side of the family has an issue with doing that, and what one of her family members proposed was that she pick me up, drive to Timbuktu, and we spend the weekend with her. Which it sounds cool, but it's also like super weird, bro. Super weird. There is no secret for me in this this little love project, that I'm 19 years old. She's 19 years old, but we're both college students, bro. We're finna both be sophomores, and upon being a sophomore, you also enter your 20s. I just don't like the idea of being in her grandmother's house, man. Like, it's just so weird. And plus the fact that her family wasn't really welcoming to me. So why on God's green earth would I co-sign me going with your grandmother? And I just don't trust them niggas. And they gave me no reason to trust them with like safety or anything. Like, why should I risk a whole lot more than you to be around you? It sounds selfish, but the thing is, I've already jumped through so many hoops to be with her, man. Not saying that I take it back, or not saying that I had an issue with it. It's just I've done so much. So why would I want to risk more? Why would I want to be further in their hand? It's just real shitty. So, not to repeat what happened in something I've already addressed in an earlier rant, like conversation with myself. But it's just I'm too good for that, bro. I just don't feel safe doing that type of stuff. With it being a hotel, we'll be on equal ground. She'll be about 8 minutes or so from her uncle's house. I'll be about 5 minutes or so from my family's house. At the max, we're both roughly 10 to 12 minutes away from the places where we reside and from the people that primarily take care of us. The fact that her grandmother didn't agree with that idea, but proposed to take us from basically in the middle of fucking nowhere, almost an hour out from my folks, have us reside in her house, and her neighborhood is almost desolate, bro. Like, it's the beginning stages of a suburban neighborhood, and there is nothing there but houses. And it's like 20 houses in general. That's just a hell no, bro. It just doesn't make sense when we could be on equal footing we have to be almost under her thumb. So let's just say I go through with it. Does that mean I have to now go under her ruling? Like, since I'm in her house, it automatically makes sense to me that I'm now under her grandmother's jurisdiction. Like, I would never disrespect the lady because that's not how I was raised to be. But it just, I'm pretty sure people can understand my dismay, like my grandmother did when I was talking to her about it. It's like, I've showed you that I've made her comfortable. I've showed you that she's safe around me. Why the fuck do I have to be underneath you to be with her for a night? And I'm not really trying to be on here just to cuss a lot, but it just really irritates the fuck out of me that you think it's sensible for me to be an hour the fuck away from my people than it is to be 10 minutes away. And we're both in a neutral setting. A hotel is a neutral setting. If anything, if something were to go wrong and it was between me and my girl, the staff would most definitely be on my girl's side because she's female, because she's a young woman. Like, even then, it's not really equal footing, but she still is almost definitely safe. I just don't like how it feels as though every time I present something or come up with something, a thing that college people do, that college kids do, and it's not good enough and it has to be on their terms. It really pissed me off, man. Like, this shit really gets on my nerves, bro. I started journaling today and then I started writing it down, but it just wasn't enough to write it down. I had to verbally voice it. And I still don't feel better even after writing it and saying it. Like, I'm still pissed. So I guess I just gotta take this one on the chin, and that just reverts back to me being patient. Um, since this is like my first important relationship, because I've had a few playground-ish, and I've had some talking stages. Just for clearance, I'm not completely clueless. Completely clueless. I'm still clueless because of how young I am. I'm just not completely. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take it and roll with it, but it's just so annoying. And the fact that she just can't see my side of it, bro, is just super annoying. Like, her family was not welcoming, and I'm not finna just keep that to myself. I'm going to tell my folks about it because they ask me how I feel when it comes to this shit. I'm not just finna hide that from them. If they were open like how my family was when she came around, it was all smiles and everything. They fucking loved her, bro. Like, I'm sorry for cussing so much. Like, I am really cussing a lot. But they really showed so much love. So I guess the reason why it's irritating me so bad is because that's what I came from, bro. Just people showing love. There's no need to be fake mad or fake tough or anything of that manner. It's just, oh my god, bro. Like, her family is just not loving. Like, well, they may be loving, but I didn't see any of that, so I can't assume they are. Wait, why would I assume they are if they're not showing me that? So if I don't even think they're loving, why should I trust to be in their space in that capacity where I'm separated from my people? Like, damn, I didn't do enough, bro. I gotta prove myself even more now. That just sounds like straight bullshit to me. So now she upset because I didn't like the idea anyway. On top of me and my mother coming to the conclusion that that was not a good idea. It's just not a good idea, man. It's just not a good idea. What if? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what does it mean? Is there like a different set of rules now? Do we have to be in our separate rooms at a certain time? What if we don't even have sex and we're just in the same bed? Is that going to be an issue? Like, there's too many variables. And what if she says something out of the way to me and my car is in the shop, the whole reason we're not even seeing each other right now? So what does that mean? What if she is a dickhead? What if she is a jerk and now I can't escape? Or I have to pay for Uber. Or I have to wait almost a fucking hour to go home. Why? Why do I need to sacrifice more? Or why do I need to compromise more after I've already compromised so fucking much, bro? I'm sure my mind will change by tomorrow or even an hour or two from now, but it's just like, damn, man. What the fuck else do you need from me? Like, shit. Like, I really do like this girl, but she's no fucking princess. Like, I'm no fucking prince, man. Like, we're two regular people, and we're almost 20 years old. What's the fucking issue about having a hotel? If me and her wanted to have sex, bro, we could have sex in a car, nigga. A fucking car. An alleyway. I know people on campus, man. They can lend me their room. We can bust out a quick 10-minute session, whatever the fuck. It's just the amount of extra shit we have to fucking deal with. And then the fact that they come up with a bullshit solution so it seems like the greatest solution to her. Because in her mind, this was the saving grace. But because I'm a logical person, it's just bullshit. Now she can, like, her grandmother can now control any and every aspect. Every variable is now in her wheelhouse, bro. Like, she can do whatever the fuck she want because I am in now her space. I'm not saying that she's a fucked up person or that she's just a terrible woman. It's just that's too much that I have to I have too much I have to give away just to be in her space again. And she's pissed because I don't think that's a smart idea. It's fucking dumb. I don't think it's a smart idea. And I'm fully comfortable with just waiting a couple more weeks until my car gets back and until school starts for us to just date and be around each other and then, like, eventually just chill. Just chill at my house, man. Like, I'm so cool with that. I swear to God, bro. I'm so cool with that. Because they just want too much. They just expect too much of me. Her family, not her. I just know because of how I feel about her family and because of her family's actions and what I've said about her family, that it just feels like it's just me against her folks. When it's not me against her folks, it's just they gave me literally pretty much no reason to trust them or to think highly or greatly of them. They just done it. They just did a very shitty first impression. It's not my job. It's not my fault. They were dickheads. Like, they were doing dumb shit. It's not my fault These grown ass people acted like children. Or it's not my fault these grown ass people made me uncomfortable. I didn't tell them to act the way they did. They decided to act the way they did. So I now see them as such, bro. And she was just saying how her grandmother really like extended her hand. And I mean, that's cool, but she didn't. If she really wanted to extend her hand, why didn't she speak up when her uncle was really tripping? She didn't say shit. But now she's just extending her hand by having me underneath her roof. Like, it's cool. I do appreciate it. I get it. She doesn't know me. And that's very nice of her. But it's just too weird of a fucking play to me, bro. I'm just not comfortable with that at all. It's not even ground. What if there's an issue? I know she 100% got my girl's back. That's her fucking granddaughter. Who's to say she got me just like how she got her? Not saying she don't, but that's just too much, man. It's like no. Why? Why? Like why do I have to risk that? Why do I have to roll the dice on that decision? I have to roll. I just have to roll with the fact that there's a good chance she might be on bullshit. And now I have to spend the weekend with this woman that I only met once, that I don't fucking know. Fuck that, man. There's definitely some bias. I would want her to come over here. But it's like my family show her love though. I just don't know, man. It's so weird. I still don't feel better. I'm talking about it. Damn. I guess the answer will come soon. It's just so fucking annoying, bro. It's like I can't enjoy the relationship, man. It's just bullshit and more bullshit. And it's just like, fuck, bro. College is finna start. Oh my fucking god. Fuck, bro. I'm gonna feel better by tomorrow. If I don't feel better tonight. These growing pains are just serious, bro. It just sucks that I'm discovering my new freedoms and I'm actually learning what all I can do at this age because I'm being told to enjoy this age before I'm no longer this age. And I can't bring a girl with me. That's all I fucking want, man. That's it. I don't even want no group of homies. I grew up without a group of homies. Like I definitely don't need them niggas now, bro. So it's just like I just want to be able to do shit with the girl I like, and it's just a fucking issue every time. Well, it just feels like we're running into issues now, and I'm just like, man, what the fuck, bro? But I do love this girl. So I'll I'll push through a little bit longer, bro. Just until we can get to a good point. Then fuck, man. Once we get to a good point, then yeah, we can. Shit. Man, it's so hard to be positive, bro. Oh, it's so fucking hard. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna, I'm gonna keep pushing, bro. Okay, change the subject. I started journaling, and like it's cool. I just wrote down my like a workout routine and certain stuff I wanted to do. I wrote down some restaurants I should consider working for next summer. Um, I have a I made a list. Yeah, I did make a gym routine, but I also made a list because I wanted to start getting into firearms. I do enjoy firearms, not in the school shooter vibes, not in the gangster vibes either. It's just I just genuinely enjoy them. So I was gonna start setting aside money to buy a Remington 870. I think it's believe a Remington 870. But it's just a shotgun. It's whoa. Got a phone call, but that scared the shit out of me. It's my girl. That's who's calling me. I love her, so I'ma deal with bullshit to be with her. It's just hard to fight this battle when it feels like I'm fighting it alone. So sometimes I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck am I with her if she can't see my side? She can, but she also has her side to worry about, and I can't pretend like her family isn't her family. As in, those are the people who raised her, who cared for her. When she cried, they were there. It's just hard to respect that or see that when they're not showing you that soft side. So maybe things will be better in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and I may be able to hang around them a little bit more if this relationship is meant to last longer. And then maybe we can do that grown people shit or that college kid stuff later. It's just hard to see that far right now because I'm in it. And I'm a very emotional person. And I started stuff like this so I can be less emotional. And I can't say I'm less emotional now. I'm just now emotional on a recorded file. It helps, but it doesn't stop the emotional thing from happening in the heat of battle. I don't want to keep her waiting, so I'm going to call her back. But I just want to say, even though I did complain a lot, I do love this girl. And I guess I could talk about my gun list and stuff later. If you listen to this, thank you. This was literally just me bitching and moaning for 25 minutes. I greatly appreciate it.